PlayStation is currently in a very powerful position compared to Xbox. If we're talking about a head-to-head battle, Microsoft has been taking a lot of big L's with the denial of the Activision Blizzard deal. Redfall is now one of the lowest rated games of all time. It does feel like PlayStation is in a spot to make a big, grand re-entrance onto the headlines after having a rather quiet 2023 thus far. Well, there have been a bunch of rumors that currently they are working on a massive PlayStation showcase, something that's truly going to bring the house down. But now we actually have some specific leaks as to which games we're going to see, and they're kind of amazing. Let's discuss. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. This weekend was my birthday and I partied very hard. I'm currently wearing a very offensive shirt that my friends gave me. My buddies love to give me clothes I could never actually wear in public. So at the end of this video, I'll stand up so you can read the rather gooey text. Okay, so here we go. Over on twitter.com, this is Andy Robinson. He's actually the owner of Video Game Chronicle and obviously one of the writers of it. And he just dropped this delicious tidbit about 2 hours ago in the wee hours of the morn. I have also heard a Sony showcase is happening in the usual late May and early June window with Konami stuff included. I'm not expecting Nintendo to do anything. Now, this is a rather shocking tweet in general because, Nintendo has had a bunch of big releases lined up. We're about to get Tears of the Kingdom. There's rumors about some sort of Mario movie game, which I want to see just because I'm curious about it. Pikmin 4. It seems like Nintendo would do some sort of treehouse, but it sounds like Nintendo is not exactly as obsessed with that June summer game fest vibe as Microsoft and Sony have been in the past. But you may just say, all right, this is some random tweet. It's not a big deal. But other mega insiders like Jeff Grubb have decided to chime in. I'm with Andy. I expect a series of smaller tweets and YouTube drops if anything, but unlike last year, that's just speculation. So he's reaffirming the fact that basically the PlayStation showcase is real and Nintendo is just not really concerned. They're moisturized and staying in their lane. Now, here's the part of it that's been going around that I think is the coolest. A bunch of insiders now have talked about this. Apparently, Sony has signed a major exclusivity contract deal with Konami. Now, this has actually been rumored in the works for about 3 years. Apparently, Konami really wants to make a big impact back on the gaming scene. They have a lot of powerful IP like obviously Contra, or as listed here, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania. Well, apparently, this, obviously we already saw the Silent Hill 2 remake, but apparently that's just the beginning of this Konami long-term exclusivity contract. It sounds like we're probably getting a new Metal Gear game, Silent Hill, obviously, and possibly Castlevania, all with this extended only on PlayStation deal. Now, a lot of people seem to be mixed to very shocked about this rumor because when you think of Metal Gear Solid, of course, we think about Hideo Kojima, the man who created Metal Gear Solid, but also has this insane level of perfect creativity where he can make nanomachines and cybernetic robots and huge, weird, multiple timeline weirdness, but all of it fits together. Hideo Kojima is Metal Gear Solid. So what is this weird PlayStation exclusive Metal Gear game going to be? The biggest rumor online that seems to get confirmed and circulated the most is that this is going to be some sort of direct remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 or possibly Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, the rumor that I have heard specifically is that Konami really wants to figure out how to remake Metal Gear Solid 3 because they consider that to be the most complicated major IP project that they have ever owned. Metal Gear Solid 3 is good. It's got close quarters combat. It's got survival mechanics. It's got costumes. It's got some crazy depth to it. So if they can rebuild that game and actually nail the vibe, the aesthetic, the weird bosses, the voice acting, if they can reconstruct Metal Gear Solid 3, they can remake anything. At least that's what Konami sort of thinks. The other weird wrinkle of this, though, is definitely that Castlevania aspect. There were talks at one point that Castlevania was going to become a Nintendo Switch game, that maybe Konami was talking about making a big budget 2D Castlevania for the Nintendo Switch, which I guess never materialized. I wonder if that project lives on, but is coming to the PlayStation. Now, I think these are all very good, but we can also definitely discuss some safe bets. Final Fantasy XVI is very much raring to go. Final Fantasy XVI has been completed. It gone gold actually a while ago. They're even doing a press tour where they've been letting a bunch of YouTubers in 5 different countries play the game for about 2 hours. So I think predicting some sort of new trailer for Final Fantasy XVI being at a PlayStation showcase is a safe bet. This, though, is the major thing I think is going to be a primary focus to the PlayStation showcase, which is Spider-Man 2. Again and again, they have reaffirmed the fact that we're getting this year. In fact, September 6th, I think that's the major rumor right now, is that we're getting this the same day or the same week as Starfield is coming to Xbox. And I think Spider-Man is going to be a big hit. This is the prequel comic that just came out 2 days ago on Free Comic Book Day, which was Saturday. I think it's interesting just the fact that right now, Sony is kind of silent and letting the numbers talk for themselves. Sony is kind of letting consoles build up. They're letting people sort of experience their current exclusives and playing stuff on PlayStation Plus Premium. But I'm ready for the giants to awaken. I am ready for this major PlayStation showcase. I am ready for this big thing that's going to blow my balls off. I hope it's actually worth all these tidbits that have been getting dropped. But what do you guys think about it? Are you excited about a PlayStation showcase, or are you a bit burned on the idea of the XE3 time period? Summer Games Fest coming up here in about 6 weeks, and honestly, it's one of my very favorite times of the year. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. All right, it's time to show you my shirt. Here we go. You ready for this? My shirt says, "This was my only Oh, God, it's so bad. I'm going to say this is my only shirt that doesn't have cum on it." Jesus Christ. Nick and Jesse, thank you for the great birthday shirt. But also, what am I supposed to do with this? Wear this around the house? I cannot wear this in public. I would be attacked by soccer moms.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.